Smoked appetizers are all the rage. So today I've got a 40th birthday party across the street that I'm going to, and I'm gonna be making and trying the new craze, the smoked shotgun shells. We've got some manicotti shells, we've got some Italian sausage, some bacon, and a bunch of cheese. We're gonna stuff them in here and see how they turn out. Now let's get started. Going over to a party, I wanted to make sure that I had plenty. So I got myself 2 pounds of Italian sausage, I got myself a bag of cheese, and I got myself some bacon. Now I didn't go thick cut because I want to make sure that the bacon crisps up around the manicotti shell. But this recipe is really simple. Get yourself a mixing bowl. Get your sausage. Let's open it up. So get your sausage into the mixing bowl. We're going to get both pounds of it here. I'm gonna take some cheese. I'm really not measuring much. The bag itself has 2 cups in it, so I'm gonna put about 2/3 of the bag in or so. And I just did a 3 cheddar blend for this. And then I'm gonna get myself another glove and we're gonna get this mixed up. And I'm just looking to get that cheese mixed in as well as I can. All right, so as you can see there, we've got that cheese mixed in pretty well. We got a lot of cheese, but we like cheese around here. We're gonna open up the manicotti shells and start stuffing them. And this is the most difficult part. Now manicotti shells, if you've ever cooked with them or made stuffed manicotti, they are very difficult to work with for the sense that they're brittle. So they come in a special package where they're basically like an egg carton inside to protect the shells themselves. And today I bought 2 boxes because you never know what you're gonna get when you open them. Chances are you might have 1 or 2 that are broken. So let's see. Those look okay. I don't see any cracks right up front. All good. But there's a possibility that you might break some. So I have another box. I'm also going to a party, like I said, so I want to make sure we use all of this sausage. It could be 15, it could be 18, it could be 12. We don't know yet. So take yourself some sausage. I like to think if I make it kind of thin like this, it'll be easier to stuff in there, because the last thing that we want to do is put a lot of pressure on the inside of that manicotti noodle. So I'm going to take my finger in here, almost like I'm rolling a roll of change. And I'm just gonna kind of squeeze and gently push this sausage into it. If you stuff it kind of from both ends, it prevents you from really smashing it any more than you need to. But from what I can see, I can actually see a little bit of transparency through the noodle. I've got this one here packed pretty well. Let's get a couple more down and then I'll do the rest myself. Now you just have to be patient with it. The last thing you wanna do, like I said, is break that noodle. Got about half in. We'll stuff it from the other side. Now you could use any sausage. I actually almost bought breakfast sausage because I'm always a fan of the way that tastes. And then the Italian kicked in and I felt like I got manicotti noodles. I should probably use some Italian sausage. All right. I'm gonna make my wife glove up and help me get this because we still got a lot of sausage left to go and we got a lot of manicotti noodles to stuff. So we'll see you here in a moment when we're ready to wrap them with bacon. We've got them stuffed, got us 19, and that's with 2 pounds of Italian sausage plus probably 1.5 cups to 1 2/3 cups of cheese. It's time to wrap these in bacon. Now, you could get whatever kind of bacon you like. Whenever I'm wrapping something, I go for the thinner stuff because I know it's gonna crisp up, and really, truly, that's what I'm looking for. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start wrapping these, and they're kind of at an angle, so I'm just gonna use that as the guide. I'm gonna overlap on the end of the manicotti a little bit, and then I'm just going to start wrapping these, and I just wanna make sure that I'm covering the noodle itself. See, that one there actually is gonna need a little bit more bacon. So we're gonna add a little bit more bacon. All right, there's one. We'll do another. Sometimes it helps to give it a little stretch or a little pull. But the grease and the fats from this bacon, as it renders down, is going to actually soften these noodles up, and it's gonna make for a pretty cool dish to take over to that party. There we go. We got another one, and we're just gonna keep going. Christina, do you wanna come help? As you can see, we've got all 19 of these shotgun shells wrapped in bacon. We're gonna throw a little bit of the Texas Pecan Barbecue Rub by Suckle Busters on this because we want a little extra flavor. I want a little sweet on this, and it's gonna give it a nice color. So just come in with your favorite barbecue rub. Doesn't have to be Suckle Busters, doesn't have to be Texas Pecan. It could be anything. Touch up any of them that I feel like I left out on. To me, that looks pretty good. Let's get the Masterbuilt fired up and get it set to 300 degrees because we need these done in about an hour. So let's get to it. All right, we've got the shotgun shells over here at the grill. Masterbuilt Gravity Series 800 is set to 300 degrees. Now, because of some of the temperature inconsistencies that I've seen across the bottom, I'm gonna try and stuff all of these shotgun shells on this middle shelf. So I'm gonna get in here and carefully get these placed. I found that the temperatures themselves are a little bit more even here on this shelf. Now I'm gonna make a suggestion here. I found that with this bacon, it's the Meyer brand, store brand bacon, it is cut so shitty that it makes it difficult to actually wrap. So just because something's on sale doesn't mean it's the best option for what you're doing. Make sure that you pick the right stuff for the job. Now I know I will not be buying Meyer brand bacon any longer. Now, I can't get all of them on top, and I know that the coolest spot on my grill on the main grate is the left side, so I'm going to put these right here. They may finish up a little sooner than the rest of them. But essentially, we're just going to shut this and let them go. It should take about 45 minutes to an hour at 300 degrees. What we're looking for is that bacon to crisp up and tighten up around that shell. The fat, as it's rendering down, is going to soften that manicotti shell, and we're looking for a safe internal temperature on that pork. So once we achieve all three of those, then they're done. We'll check in a bit because we are gonna sauce them up, but not until like the last 10 minutes or so, but we'll show you in a little bit what they look like. All right, we're about 45 minutes into the cook on these smoked shotgun shells. I just checked the internal temperature and they are above the safe 160 degree internal temperature for ground pork. It's time to get some sauce on these things, and boy, do they look good. Now, sauce-wise, you know, use your favorite sauce. I wanted something a little sweet, so I've got some Peach Buzz by PS Seasoning, and that's what I'm using today on my smoked shotgun shells. Tell you what, they're looking good. As you can see, they're sauced up. Let's give them about 5 to 10 minutes for that sauce to set up. It'll be time to give them a try. As you can see, these smoked shotgun shells are done. And let me tell you what, they look and feel awesome. As you can see, I've already cut one. I did that for my photo shoot just before this. It is time to try one. Now, we glazed this with some Peach Buzz by PS Seasoning. We've got it seasoned up with some Suckle Busters pecan, and it is time to try it. There's a lot of flavors going on there. The first thing that hits me is the sweet. You get the sweet from the sauce, you get the sweet from the rub, and there's a little kick on the back end. Even the sausage itself, being an Italian blend, gives you a little bit of sweet. Now, I will say, they're damn good. And if you like damn good barbecue, then you'll enjoy it here at Anderson Smoke Show. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit the like, and you know what? If you're looking for another good video, I suggest this one right here.